Today marks exactly 1 year since the death of Charlotte woman Shanquella Robinson. Her family is still fighting for justice. Her story gained national attention after Robinson mysteriously died while vacationing with people she knew in Cabo. Well, her family and friends have been calling for justice by leading rallies across the country. Back in April of this year, federal authorities announced they would not seek charges in Robinson's death. U.S. officials say their investigation didn't find evidence to support federal prosecution. Still, the attorney for the family says they were told by the FBI and Interpol that the case isn't closed.
So it's a situation where there's still more questions than answers. In terms of the Mexican authorities, they've continuously advised that this is a high priority for them and that they're using their diplomatic channels to push for extradition.
Well, we'll have more coverage tomorrow on the legal battle the family is facing and how they're working to make sure that her name is remembered.
What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I do apologize for the late uploads and the very limited videos. You know I'll be on these stories and stuff like that. But I had my little girl this weekend, so you know duty calls. And it was time well spent with my baby. But anyway, I didn't let this go over my head, and I was remembering of it, but you know, I just now got to it. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the death of Shanquella Robinson. And guys, even though justice wasn't served with this situation, with the Department of Justice and all that stuff, dismissing the case and them not further, you know, pressing charges against the Cabo Six, as everybody calls them, you know, the best thing we can do right now is remember this day and learn from it and teach our children about it, especially our daughters, because this woman, Shanquella Robinson, was somebody's daughter, and she was well loved, surrounded by family that loved her, wanted to do a nice thing, go on a vacation that supposedly she paid for, and took 6 of her best friends with her to celebrate life. And all she got was in return was malice from those that was jealous of her. And it's a sad thing. I said it before and I'll say it again. I think a lot of us are wired to destroy each other of same likeness. And this is not just, you know, in Charlotte, shout out to Charlotte, but it's all over the place. And we got to stop, man. If you go back and really look back at the video, if you've seen it, because, you know, they took it down, which they should have, because I don't glorify nobody beating on anybody on video. These people were supposed to be her friends. You had men there, well, you want to call them men, that was letting that happen. And that was one of the big things. In the videos, when I covered this story a while ago, and I tried to keep it alive, until something was brought up about the situation, which pissed me off like it pissed off a lot of you, where no charges were fit, and these guys got off scot-free from victimizing this woman and then lying to her mother and stuff like that. That's unacceptable. But think about it. These was friends of hers, supposed to be having a good time, had a villa and everything. Serious money was spent on that vacation. And for them to do that to her when they all came together and should have left together is beyond me. I think every one of them should be charged with her murder. Not just the one that beat on her. All of them should be charged. The guy that filmed it. It's like nobody had any type of cognitive response, brain-wise, to say, hey, that's enough. Or, period, hey, we friends, don't fight. You mean to tell me there was no men in that room strong enough to control the situation? Seriously. And maybe it's just me, or maybe I was raised different. I would have tried to stop that. This is just me, guys. I would have tried to stop it. And if they didn't stop, then me and her would have been fighting. You know what I'm saying? As far as I would have fought with her. I'm not going to let somebody victimize somebody that I quote unquote care about and call friend. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm pissed off I'm getting, man. I don't understand the level of hate we have towards each other and those that don't look like us. She beat on that woman like the woman killed the child or something like that. No pullback. He rolling the camera like it's an action film. She never fought back. You waited till she was drunk, inebriated, and naked to attack her. For that, you need skin tore off your ass. I don't understand. America's talking about, oh, we can't touch it. It didn't happen on our soil. And I told you guys that. And some of you guys came at me a little hard in the comments. You know, I'm going to call things down the line. I know how some things work. I knew, I was like, they don't want to touch this because it didn't happen on their soil. Now you got this back and forth, these politics they playing. Mexico saying, hey, bring them back over here. America saying, oh, Mexico didn't say that. Now, the autopsy report, everything's there. Oh, but we don't have proof that she died from the injuries. We just seen her getting fought on for a little bit. Y'all see the game? See the game? Mexican doctor over there talking about she had she was beat so bad that her bones was detached in her neck, and she had basically what do you call it? When your head is detached from your body. Decapitation. There's a certain type of decapitation she had, meaning her head was just held on by tissue. That's how bad she beat her. You cannot tell me. I think she beat her when she was in that bed too, unconscious. She went back and beat on her some more. And I don't think she's the only one that did that. The only thing that keeps ringing through my head, and I ain't gonna say it haunts me, but every time I think about this one part. When the guy was saying, you ain't gonna fight back, Shanquella? And she said no, and she was getting pound caked. And I know them blows had to hurt. I don't know why she didn't fight back, but then again, when you are inebriated off of alcohol, and you're out of your mind somewhat, drunk, in a drunken state, it's hard to defend yourself. That's why I don't mess with anything that alters the mind, whether it's alcohol or any type of drugs. And I don't understand how people do that. Anybody can do something to you at any given time, or give you something at any given time, but where you come out of this, you never the same. And for her, she paid the ultimate price for love of 6 motherfuckers that didn't mean nothing to her. It hurt my heart real bad when I seen her mother and those people standing in front of Washington begging them to help them. These are U.S. citizens. Why they gotta beg to get help? Why? Oh, we didn't see the murder happen. They did not want to touch this. I knew they didn't want to touch this. It's out of our hands. It didn't happen on our soil. And I told you guys that. I told you they was going to pull some stuff like that. A lot of y'all was like, oh, Steve, no. Well, look what happened. I've been around a little bit. I know a little something. You know, on my channel, I don't say what the popular people want to say, and I don't ride with the emotion of what I think everybody else want to say. I'm going to tell you the real, and hopefully it'll come out that way and you'll see I wasn't joshing. I said joshing, you heard me. But anyway, today marks the 1 year anniversary of the death of this woman, Shanquella Robinsons. So let's not forget about it. You know, we can't compare it to anything else and what they should have did and this and that, but we know for a fact that this was not supposed to come out in the cards. Let me tell you something. It's a sad day in Charlotte. It is. May Shanquella Robinson rest in peace. And, you know, closure don't mean we don't stop talking about this. And there's lessons to be learned in this, especially with the children. Nowadays, people don't have loyalty no more. And I think it stems from the lack of respect we have for each other. And the greed that we have in our hearts to want to be better than everybody. And want people to look at us a certain way. Whether it's on social media, in music, in movies, you got to stop. Be comfortable with who you are. Look in the mirror and love what you see. And if you don't, fix it. That's one thing about living in this country. You can pick what you want to be. And if you work hard enough, you will become it. I was told a long time ago, do what you love until it kills you. And I intend to do that. I want to speak the right things and say the right thing and call things right down the line. And I don't care who likes it or not. Somebody has to start standing up and being, you know, talking and being a voice for these people that get forgotten. We get flushed with so many different things, flashing subliminal stuff to where we forget a lot. And we run in circles and do the same BS we always do and get the same emotion. It's time for that to stop, y'all. It's time for that to stop. We need to start learning from things and then saying, you know what, this will never happen again. And that's what I do. I'll go through something traumatic and I'll say, you know what, something else will happen in my life, but it will never be this. And I learn from it. And when I see it coming, I have no hesitation to turn my face and say no, even though I want to know the scenario will be different, but I know it's the same old BS. Whether it's dealing with somebody in the street or just dealing with a situation in life, we have to do better. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Guys, we can't forget Shanquella Robinson and those that fell victim, innocently fell victim to silly stuff. We have to do better. This is just an example of, trust. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.